Do you hear that plane overhead? I'm just going to leave it in here because I'm promoting imperfection, and usually I edit those things out, but I can't do that and still let people know it's okay not to be perfect. By the way, this is Jill Badonsky, and this is A Muse's Daydream. And this is the reality version of A Muse's Daydream. This episode is called Melted Crayons and Freshwater Pearls. So just get that image in your head for a minute. Melted crayons and freshwater pearls. Okay, that's enough. When I was little, I accompanied my mom on art outings to a bay in Miami, a very tropical one, called Coconut Grove. Here, painters would do their best to capture the sunlit glow of sailboats anchored in shimmering turquoise waters. Mom had her oil paints. I had my crayons. But in the Miami sun, the crayons melted, which at first was pretty upsetting until I realized I could color in yellow aquamarine and midnight blue all at the same time when the colors melted together in a giant mutant crayon. Cool. Mom painted like a professional. She had been a draftsman for the aeronautics industry, and you could see this in her precise paintings of Jamaican women with wicker baskets on their heads. White foam waves, so realistic they splashed over rocks and almost out of the painting. And shimmering sailboats with perfectly captured reflections. She never considered her art good enough because Mom was a perfectionist. Mom would take a non-mutant crayon and draw over my wobbly drawings with corrective scaffolding to make them look more accurate. So my sailboats were then incarcerated in someone else's expectations. Therefore, I concluded my drawings suck.
You suck!
I inherited my mom's perfectionism, but having ADHD made drawing with exactness like driving a car with no steering wheel. My drawings swerved a lot, looked like they'd driven over a couple of speed bumps, and often crashed before they were finished. But I was still in love with art because I could make flower pots fly. I could entangle scribbles and doodle contraptions and create odd birds with superior attitudes. I could stave off anxiety, neglect, and inferiority, which was included in my mix of childhood angst, with this place where I was an inventor, director, and free spirit.
Yippee!
The process became the most important part because I just assumed the end product wasn't going to be acceptable as art anyway. So if the world of art was an oyster, my clumsy style led to its pearl. I stayed with my version of uneven, imperfect squiggles, and they evolved into a style of imprecise whimsy, purposeful flaws, incomplete completeness.
Nah, I'm doing it anyway.
A style of fleeting, freeing mystery that I could relate to more than precise drawings. There's an energy to loose and free drawings that to me has more of a story than rigid, correct drawings.
You may get lost in there and not be able to find your way back.
This gravitation to playfulness liberated disobedient spontaneity.
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go.
Phew. I entered the league of wabi-sabi. Novelist Tom Robbins says that wabi-sabi is the aesthetic of finding beauty in the imperfect and the unexpected, the secret, private joy of being attuned to the zen of things. Wabi-sabi is wild abandon, a form of art I teach now. Wild abandon is letting go of conformity to rules, tossing perfectionism to the wind, and sailing away to find the freshwater pearls. Freshwater pearls hang out with wobbly sailboats and mutant crayons. If you'd like to find your own wild abandon style, check the show notes. October of 2024, Art Walk and me will be taking a group of people to the Italian Riviera, and we'll be doing wild abandon there. So check it out. If you feel like somebody else might benefit from this, please share it, write a review, and if you like it, maybe subscribe where you find your podcasts. And this podcast was written, narrated, and imperfectly engineered by Jill Badonsky. Take care. Don't text while driving.
Goodbye, everyone. I'll remember you all in therapy.
You may get lost in there and not be able to find your way back.